Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. John and Ellie of Georgia Beer Reviews back at you this evening with a special examination of barrel aged anything barrel aged. Doesn't matter the ABV or the style, as long as it's aged in a barrel, it counts. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and welcome in the panel here. We got Miscellaneous Brew Reviews, we got Bumpy Road, and Michael Kormroff. So we got Florida, we got New Hampshire, and Brooklyn, New York. So nice representation. And Massachusetts for yours truly, formerly of Georgia. So we've got Drunken One says suck it, Mark, and he's first. And Jacob's in the chat says if he has a barely aged beer. And Tyler, haven't seen Tyler in forever. Cheers to you, Tyler. He's out on the West Coast. He is drinking he's drinking Woodford Reserve bourbon. Okay, nice. Okay, let's go ahead and get right into these wonderful beers that we have this evening. We'll start with you, Miscellaneous. What do you have?
This evening I've got something from Bourbon County. This is their Biscotti brand Biscotti Stout 2022. Stout aged in bourbon barrels with cacao nibs, toasted almonds, star anise, and natural flavors. 14.3% ABV.
I'm really jealous. The only variant of the 2022 Bourbon Counties that I've seen so far has been the espresso variant, which is good, but I'd rather have that one.
I don't know. I'm not a big black licorice fan. Should be interesting. Yeah, about a 2-finger dark off brown colored head. It's sizzly and it's gonna go away very, very quickly. Dark opaque beer. Go all the way through now. Sorry, you're not used to joining.
Let's really quick. We'll just go around and see what everybody's got, and then we'll go back to the tasting. So, Bumpy, what do you have?
From Jack's Abbey Craft Lagers out of Framingham, Massachusetts. Got their Framinghammer. This one is a rum barrel-aged coconut rum Framinghammer from 2022. It comes in at 12% ABV. They have the same story on the back of everything.
Pretty much, other than the very bottom.
Yeah, hardworking city. So just at the very bottom, it just has a malt beverage aged in rum barrels with natural flavors. Just what you want to hear on a barrel-aged beer. Natural.
Okay. All right.
We'll crack this open and give it a pour. See? Right? We're pouring it?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Stop me. Say when. Swing.
Oh, look at the head. Hey, 12% beer with that kind of head, that's impressive.
Yeah. Oh, you can smell the suntan lotion from afar.
The coconut.
Yeah, it's got that nice kind of khaki colored head, and it's a nice mahogany red body kind of at the bottom there. So, a deep brown, slight black.
All right, stop. You said it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Nice. I think you'll really like that. I know you're not as big of a coconut freak as I am, but I feel like it's a nicely balanced beer, and a lot of the rum barrel comes through. So hopefully you like it as much as I did. So Michael, my favorite beer that I don't remember. What are you?
This was brewed on 12/18/2020, so it's been in the can for 2 years, and it's 6 points. Cojito Cowboy. Imperial Stout aged in rum barrels with coconut, cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla, 15.4% alcohol.
Very nice.
Cute little label with kind of weird little things on the side and stuff.
A cowboy riding a barrel.
Cowboy riding
into the
arrow.
Into the ether. Right.
Let's see what it looks like in the glass.
Josh, we know that's a lie. Don't have any barrel-aged beers. Okay. Cheers to you, Commerce, Ozzy.
For 2 years old, you're getting a pretty nice head on a big beer, but it looks from the look of it, it's going to be a fast fade one. The style when you see these kind of bubbles, they're not long lived, so it's on its way out. Very dark brown bordering on black. I don't think you can see through it, but I'll give a further description when we come around.
All right, nice. Well, what I've got tonight, I'm pretty excited about. Let's see. Here we go. From Epic Brewing Company out of where the hell are they? Salt Lake City, Utah, and Denver, Colorado. This is the Big Bad Baptist Toasted Coconut. It's an imperial stout aged in whiskey barrels with toasted coconut and cacao. Clocks in at 11.3. Let's see if I can preserve the integrity of this cap. I don't own a Epic Brewing cap yet. Have to add that to my fridge magnet collection. All right, let's pour this up. Thick, but not motor oil. Thick, and as you can see, pretty nice head. Lowest alcohol percentage of the bunch at 11.3, but nice, I would say dark tan head. And I'm just going to go, yeah, that's a jet black. I can't see any light through it when I hold it up whatsoever. All right. So, yeah, go back around now, and let's go ahead and get into these things, give the breakdown. I know we're all dying to get into these wonderful barrel-aged beers tonight. So miscellaneous, I think I'm most jealous of the of what you've got tonight, just because Bourbon County is so damn good.
It's definitely dark opaque. Not as you're getting like this Tootsie Roll brown hue at the very, very bottom. Like it said, had fizzled right out. High ABV. Just a quick notes on this. It says marzipan, cacao nibs, buttered toffee, and black licorice. Yikes. Anyways, on the aroma, chocolate. Getting this decadent chocolate bready. It's like chocolate cake. Definitely getting a toffee note as well. The black licorice is there. It's pretty subdued behind the chocolate. Oh, what, man? I'm on here doing my thing. Thank you. Yeah, marzipan, that's like an almond confectioner type deal. I don't pick it up too much on the aroma. Smells a little bit on the sweet side. You're not getting much that is strong presence, that tobacco barrel. 14.3. There's a presence of alcohol. It's not overwhelming on the aroma. That's pretty much it. Yeah, smells better than I anticipated. So let's go ahead and try it out. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Miscellaneous.
Oh boy, I'm nervous. I don't like star anise. Oh boy. I don't know how I feel about this. It's definitely pretty decadent chocolate forward, I will say that. Chocolate, cooked sugars. Definitely getting some of that oaky barrel presence. It's light, mild. Definitely get the black licorice. Like I said, it's more dominant in the flavor department than it is in the aroma, but it is pretty settled and subdued. It's not like out in front like black licorice, like Sambuca or anything like that. You know, sometimes it's like, oh, way too much. Medium full body, carbonation's low. It's got a rich, sticky, viscous mouthfeel to it. Very chocolatey. I don't think I've had a Bourbon County that was this chocolate forward before ever. It's almost like a fudgy brownie chocolate. It's pretty good. Honestly, I can't complain. It's, like I said, better than I anticipated. So, yeah. Not bad, man. Alcohol presence? Not really at all. It's just more decadent and sweet. but pretty good.
Nice.
Not bad at all.
All right.
I pulled it out 20 minutes before the show. I'm sure we're going to get some flavor profile change as it warms up. So as of so far, not too bad. It is still pretty cold, though. So we'll see. I can't complain. I would only think that those chocolate notes would come out more.
Right.
So.
It's interesting. That's the first Bourbon County that I've heard about, that variant that I've heard about, that clocks in at the same ABV as the standard, because usually the variants, they have additives and other stuff going on, so the ABV decreases. That one, the 2022 standard Bourbon County is 14.3, and that one is also 14.3, which is, I believe it's the first year that the variant has matched the original. So that's interesting in and of itself. All right, well, we'll let you keep sipping on it. Come back around here shortly. Let it warm up a little bit.
Something real quick.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go ahead and pull Bumpy up with his Jack's Abbey.
All right, you do smell alcohol. You do get rum.
It's very coconut forward, isn't it? You said suntan lotion earlier.
That was like from afar when I first opened it up. Yeah.
Copper tone.
Yeah, a little bit of the coconut. Almost smells like coconut water. A little bit of chocolate notes in there. It's almost like a raisin-esque note as well. That'd have to be coming from the malt. But yeah, definitely getting the rum is showing up nicely. Little raisin, little coconut, chocolate. I can't really say that I'm picking up any like wood type notes. But anyways, cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers, Bumpy.
You know, that's one thing I've been hearing about that Jack's Abbey, the framing hammer this year. They need more barrel.
Yeah, so it's got a smooth body to it. Smooth mouthfeel, I should say. Kind of a liquid, like a liquid low medium body. Carbonation is pretty low. Doesn't have a lot of carbonation. Yeah, I get like the booziness of the rum. It's not like super boozy, but I definitely pick that up. Tastes kind of like Bacardi Gold a little bit. Slight hints. It's like not like bursting with coconut for me. I'm getting slight hints on the palate of coconut. Does seem to be a little bit of woodiness on the palate. Chocolate's kind of subdued, but it's there. It's a little bit on the roasty side. I'm missing out on that raisin I was getting out of the aromas. That would have been nice if that was on the palate.
Surprised you're not getting more coconut on the palate. I remember when I drank it, I was just, I mean, it was bursting at the seams with coconut for me.
Yeah, I'm getting more of like the rum flavor. Yeah. I guess, the coconut, it's kind of like got a little like slight vanilla vibe to it. Which could be the coconut too. It's got a little bit of a warming in the chest. Slight burn, very slight in the throat. Yeah, a little bit of grain kind of action, kind of showing up now on the empty palate here. Starting to get some of the grain notes out of the malt. Bitterness on it seems to be kind of on the earthy end. Kind of you pick up on the bitterness at the finish. I would say it's kind of like a low to moderate bitterness. So that's all I'm getting out of this one. I will give it a score
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. We'll pull up Michael while you're coming up
so
with your 50-point.
Cojito Cowboy at 15.4. And as I predicted, the head went from here. Now it's just one of your slim fading heads. It's dark, it's kind of like a dark tan kind of head, what's ever left. Let me get a nose on it. The main thing you're getting from this is coconut. Maybe there's a mild vanilla that's underlying the coconut, but coconut is the main thing. I'm not getting any of the spices, the cinnamon, nutmeg, or in the nose at least, but you never know what's going to happen on the palate. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Wow. It's super coconut forward, but it's funny now. I didn't really get any of the alcohol in the nose, but I'm getting the alcohol in the taste. So it's like a combination, like a coconut bar that you stuck in rum and soaked it.
All right.
You're getting the rum really heavy. It does cover the alcohol, though. You probably wouldn't guess that this was 15.4, but you certainly wouldn't be saying it's 8. So you know right away it's above 10 and maybe even above 12. It's pretty. The alcohol is definitely there. The carbonation, like the other ones we've been rating, is low. I'm getting a little bit of the vanilla in the taste, but the coconut is the ongoing flavor. You don't really get much of the spice in this at all. Maybe a little bit of mild spiciness kind of on the aftertaste, a little bit, but it's not pronounced. Medium to almost high end body, but it's more to the medium side. You wouldn't want to chug this. Things would get bad quickly, but it's a sipper, and it has a lot of complex taste. They did a good job of putting this together because wherever they brewed it, I guess the combinations are really good. And I guess the spiciness, which is kind of there in the background, is kind of like more of a combination taste than it's a lead taste. But this is definitely coconut is the main ingredient. And rum barrels are different than bourbon barrels, but they're a little bit more on this. There's some sweetness in this as well. They've never brewed this again after 2020. I still have some, but if somebody has saved it and you can try it, it is definitely highly recommended.
I'll tell you, don't confuse it with KCBC because they make a Cojito Cowboy as well.
I've never had theirs.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it still comes out regularly. I know it was a collab with the Yeasty Boys. Some brewery or yeast company collab type thing.
I guess I would say that the 2 years, if anything, have increased the coconut because I've had this, several times. The coconut seems even stronger. Maybe it has some of the other flavors I got at the beginning.
The cinnamon,
and strong.
The other flavors maybe faded, so the coconut's coming through a little bit more.
Coconut now again, like I said, the vanilla is there as well, but it's more background. And the spices are even more background. They were maybe when I had this at the beginning, you could taste more of the spices. So I guess over time they integrate under the coconut, which must be the main thing. But the booziness and the rum has been consistent, and I still have more of them. I'll continue to age them. Maybe after 3 years it'll get different, but we'll have to see.
Right, John. I don't remember much of the Cojito Cowboy. Thank you for bringing that up.
That was not one of your better nights, but you've had other ones, and the
Right.
kind of thing happens, like anything else.
Happens to the best of us. I was
So
nervous about flying. It was before my first.
it's okay, but see, now you're more of a veteran flyer. You've
Right.
made
I can
several
handle
flights, and now it's easy for you.
Half pint of Fireball later.
Right. Oh God. Yeah.
I'll come back with a score.
All right. Sounds good. How many? So curious. How many do you have left after that one, Michael?
Probably about 4 or 5.
Really? Okay. Nice. All right. We'll come back around shortly. That leaves me with my big bad Baptist toasted coconut 11.3. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed with the aroma because I'm getting dark chocolate. I'm getting like toasted bread, dark toasted bread, a little bit of vanilla, but I'm not really getting any coconut at all on the nose. Maybe it'll come through on the palate a little bit more, but nothing on the nose. And not a ton of barrel presence either. A little bit of vanilla, but that could be coming from the barrel, but it could just be coming from there's cacao added in here. Sometimes you get a little vanilla and chocolate when you have cacao added to beers. So it's hard to say. It doesn't smell boozy at all at 11.3. Not getting any alcohol presence, which is nice. And there's a little thin film of head that was left behind. It's a good-looking beer, but already disappointed with the lack of coconut on the nose. So here's to hoping that it'll taste a lot more coconutty on the palate. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's epic. What'd you think?
So
it's epic.
It is. Well, the brewery is epic, but this beer not so much. Lack of coconut all around. The chocolate's there. The toasted malts coming through. Very dark toasted bread notes. Slight vanilla. It doesn't even drink like a barrel-aged beer at all. I'm disappointed with this.
They're not the cheapest bottles either.
No, I think it was like $12.
That's a decent deal.
I mean, it's not terrible. It's a, 16.6 ounce bottle, which is a strain. Usually it's
16.9.
1.6. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, so the roasted barley malt, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of vanilla, really no woody or like oak barrel type notes or whiskey notes coming through. The alcohol at 11.3% is masked very well. I'm not picking up on any booze. It's not really warming going down, but it drinks like a straight, like a 6 or 7% stout with chocolate added, and that's about it. There's no complex. There's no barrel. There's no coconut. And this is a 2022 release. It's not like the bottle's been aged and maybe it lost some of the flavor. I'm just not getting it at all. Let me take another sip and see if maybe I'm missing something. But
I've had a lot of their products last year. There was one I missed out on, was the peanut butter one. But I had they make a couple. They have like a sextuple, which is like 6 different barrels that they do, and then they have another one that's like, I think they have 8 different barrels.
Really? Okay. Here we go. Let's see what it says on the side of the table here.
10.
Take a trip with us to the tropics. Feel the warm sand beneath your feet and dip your toes in the sea. Relax. Blah blah blah. Beneath. Ugh, I can't talk. Beneath.
That's all.
That's all.
Relax in the shade beneath a coconut grove and indulge in this luxuriously rich brew with no rolls. It is rich. I haven't mentioned the body, mouthfeel, all that. So I would say that it's high, medium to heavy with the body. The mouthfeel, it's thick, but it's not like syrupy and viscous, like super viscous. Carbonation's very low. Yeah, if this had more barrel notes and any coconut, I would be happy. You give me a coconut beer and I'm not getting coconut, That's the selling point with this, right? Toasted coconut is the name of the damn beer. I'm not getting it. So, yeah, very disappointed with the lack of coconut and not enough barrel aging. I mean, it tastes good, but it is definitely not as advertised. So I'll keep thinking about it and come up with a rating here, but disappointed with the lack of barrel and coconut. Okay, so let's go back around really quick. We've got a lot of people in the chat: Josh, Kamersazi, Drunken One, Tyler Mansell, Jacob Downey. I don't know if I mentioned him. Anyway, cheers to everybody in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. And let's go back around and give our final thoughts and ratings on these mostly amazing beers and slightly mediocre on.
Everybody's going cuckoo for coconuts.
All right, so let's go to the one beer that doesn't have any coconut in it, which may be the top beer of the evening. We'll have to wait and find out. But what do you think of miscellaneous of the Biscotti break? The Biscotti. That's
no evil twin. No evil twin here, man.
Not the Biscotti break. The Biscotti Bourbon County.
Damn, 12% company. I will tell you this. This is one of the most chocolate-forward, decadent bourbon counties that I've ever had. And I've had a fair bit. And I will say this is like the most fudge chocolate, decadent forward that I've had out of any of them. You do pick up on that marzipan a little bit. You get like a nice, it's like a buttery almond, which it says on here, buttered toffee. So that's going in with like the caramel and stuff, which is good. Honestly, I could do without the black licorice. They could have left the star anise out of this. Would have been the highest ranked bourbon county for me.
Wow.
Honestly.
But at least it's as advertised. They say star anise and you're getting the...
It's in there. That's for sure. Like I said, it plays pretty equal. I will say the chocolate note's a little bit heavier than the licorice, which like I said, I do enjoy because I'm not the biggest fan of black licorice. I don't know who is, but there's other people out there that enjoy it. It's not for me, even though I drink Jägermeister from time to time. One more horn and then. This is very, very good. Oh boy. I'm going to stick it at a 97 out of 100. It's tied with the coffee. This would have excelled the coffee if there was a lack of the star anise. That's just my personal opinion. They did not score as high this year as I would have liked, at least in my opinion. But this is very good. And it's good that the chocolate and stuff, the flavors are a little bit more out in front because it's a little bit more subdued. Like I said, on the barrel, oaky astringents, you do pick it up in the flavor, but slightly, not as forward as like the original variant. Or what other ones did I have? Yeah. So overall, tied with the coffee for me this year. I thought these two were really good. I didn't finish the Multi Monday where I scored the Sir Isaacs. I would have gave that a 96 out of 100. It was very good for what it was. And yeah.
Okay.
That's how I'm feeling.
All right, 97. Yeah, I'd love to try it. Hopefully I'll see some more variants around here. But like I said, the original and the espresso one.
Just PayPal me $100. I'll go to the store.
Yeah, I think I might be able to find some at not Trader Joe's at.
They got them all still down here on the shelves.
I have to go like 30 miles south to get to a
60-mile round trip.
Yeah, but I'll do that one of these days. Anyway, all right. So 97 out of 100 in the books. Michael with his Coquito Cowboy. I have a feeling that's going to be in the world-class range. What do you think, Michael?
I gave it the same 97 that Miscellaneous gave his.
Okay. Do you remember enough of when you had it, like when you first got it, like better, worse, about the same?
I think it's about the same, but I can't remember exactly. And the rating system at the time with my scale probably would have been like a 9.5 out of 10 kind of thing, because I don't think I was rating on the 100 scale when I did my own individual reviews.
Okay.
So I think I gave it like a 9.5. But I only get the highest I give is 9.75, so it's the second highest grade. So I guess 90. I could have given it a 98 also, but it's a 97. If it has anything negative, the other taste that they had, if they were in there a little bit more, would probably make it better. But maybe spices can't hold up over time. Maybe they start to fade. Cinnamon, nutmeg, that kind of thing. The coconut's the main thing, and it has it, up. John, I'm sorry that you decided to have it the day of your flight, before your flight, because this is coconut, and you can't smell it or taste it. So
that's crazy, because I figured, I don't know, you figure coconut would be one of the things that would fall off too after time. And it's crazy how dominant and out front it stayed.
I know coffee beers you can't save, eat barrel aged ones or even straight ones, because coffee will fade. But maybe coconut with rum together holds up well. Rum barrel coconut holds up well. And 2 years is 2 years. Maybe after 4 years, you may get some fade on it. I don't know. Maybe it'll turn out to just be straight rum after a while.
Straight barrel. Yeah, straight rum barrel. All right. So 297's in the book. We've got Bumpy, who's been staring off, pondering life.
Bumpy going to have the lowest score of the night.
We got.
Bumpy, are you going to do a 50-point scale, or are you just going to give us a ballpark?
He did the 50.
Yeah. I got my 50. You guys can kind of figure it out, I guess, where you want to land it.
I agree, Alan. Bumpy does not look impressed.
Well, I sprained my ankle a few days back, and it's freaking.
Oh, is that why you're sitting at? You got your leg?
Yeah, I got my leg elevated.
Yeah, gosh. Okay. All right.
So
what do you think?
I'll do a quick rundown on it. The appearance, I gave it the 6 out of 6. Aromas, I gave it 7.5 out of 10. Flavor score, I gave it a 14.5 out of 19. The body, I gave it a 5 out of 5. And for my overall, I was at a 7 out of 10. So the Framing Hammer with the coconut rum is going to get a 40 out of 50.
Oh, so that falls into what? Very, very good or good?
Good.
Good. Wow.
Yeah. So it's like the high, low B range. I mean, low B, high C range.
Huh. Okay.
Kind of in the 80s.
I'm a little disappointed with your score, but I like coconut. I thought it was just bursting at the seams with coconut flavor, and
to me, it's not.
That's weird though. Yeah, I wonder. If I was to compare it to another beer, but maybe a little bit more body, I would put it right up there with the Death by Coconut by Oscar Blues. That's the level of coconut that I was getting.
When's the last time you had that?
A year maybe. I mean, well, I haven't had that. Yeah. So when I say Death by Coconut, I'm talking 2 years ago. Death by Coconut. So, and Josh says tonight's the last night he's drinking craft beer. Okay, Josh. We've got Ian in the chat, which is a good buddy of Michael. He's joined a couple of our examinations over the years, but he's got quite the beer collection.
I think I know who that is. The one day he joined on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
You guys did the 2 beer action thing.
Yes,
I got
right. The double Imperial Stout Showdown or whatever it was we did. He says, "Stay tuned for other lies." Oh, all right. So
Bumpy, what's the official number on the 100 score?
I think you said about an 80, right?
Yeah, We'll just go with an 80. We can do a straight 80 on that. Sure, why not?
Okay.
All right. You need to try, and if you can't find it there, I can get a ton of them here. The Jack's Abbey Framing Hammer Bourbon Barrel Age straight, non-flavored variant. That one was freaking dynamite. This is my favorite one.
The 2002 series has just been so disappointing to me this year.
Well, the brownie batter donut sucked.
That was the worst one.
that
was the worst one.
Yeah,
I thought you were just being kind of harsh because we have a difference of opinion on a lot of these types of beers, but
Well,
like I was
one.
like, oh, it's probably not that bad. Bumpy's just kind of a hard ass when it comes to critiquing some of these beers. And I drank it and I was so pissed off. I wasn't gonna dump it, like it wasn't that bad, but it was a booze bomb. It didn't hide the alcohol well. It was like somebody took a stout or a porter and just dumped like 2 shots of like spirits, like not even good bourbon, like grain alcohol. I mean, it was
the thing to me was it tasted like those Eden chocolate covered donuts, the ones that you can get there. They got that waxy chocolate on them.
Oh yeah,
I kind of had that waxy chocolate flavor.
Yeah,
like where it's like it tastes more like wax than it does chocolate.
It's going to tell you. Pro tip for everybody: don't buy donut beers.
I guess not. Rogue.
You're like 99% of the time you're gonna fall flat on your. I honestly don't think I've had a like genuine good donut collab beer at all.
Rogue had one that I wanted to try. I don't think I actually tried it, but it got shitty reviews. It was the Rogue Maple Bacon Donut stout, and everybody. It sounded amazing. The label was cool. It was like really sought after. And I would say probably like 90% of the people that reviewed it said it was total garbage.
Yeah, I couldn't find that. Was one of the hardest ones to find. Yeah, I reviewed 2, or not reviewed, but this was before I had YouTube. I had 2 other of their donut ones, the Voodoo Donuts. One of them was like a lemon one. It was like a lemon cream donut. Oh, that was a nasty, nasty ale. That was so gross.
Yeah,
that was like you take Dawn dish detergent, the yellow kind. It just squirted in your mouth. And then take some pledge.
Delightful. All right.
I was bored.
I have to say I've had some of the Framing Hammers, but not in this 2022 group in the past, and they've been really good. So
yeah. This year to me has just been disappointing.
We got to figure out dates for like early.
We'll be talking about sometime in January for sure.
But yeah, I will when we do visit. I will bring you some Framing Hammer stuff. I'll bring you the whole lineup if you want. Well, actually, I'll leave out. I'll spare you from the brownie.
That last one that you.
I'll spare you from the brownie batter. Yeah, you don't want that. Okay, so that leaves me with my Big Bad Baptist Toasted Coconut. Well, it's big. It's a big bottle. It's bad, not in the kind of way that I think they intended. It's really not a bad beer. It tastes like a good chocolate type roasty stout, but it's lacking the coconut and it's really lacking the barrel presence. And because the main theme of the beer is toasted coconut, I really got to dock this some serious points. I will say that the alcohol of 11.3% is masked exceptionally well. And if you're looking for something to pound down that's easy drinking and smooth, then this would be a good one to buy. But you're going to be disappointed if you're looking for a lot of barrel notes. If you're looking for any coconut whatsoever, you're really going to be disappointed. I got to give this a 78. Average plus. I mean, it's a C plus. It's not. If it was not labeled as this, if it was just labeled as a Imperial Stout, I would give it probably B plus to A minus range because it really is. It has a lot of good qualities, but they missed the mark with everything that they marketed with this beer, with the coconut and the barrel and the chocolate. Well, the chocolate's there, but it's even the chocolate is minimal. The toasted, malt characters coming through, and you get probably a little bit more chocolate just from the malt character, but there's not like a big chocolate, flavor either. So yeah, 78 out of 100. I have had stuff from Epic Brewing that's really, really good. I guess in my personal experience, they're hit or miss. It's just one of those things. And this is, like I said, this is a 2022 rare release. I mean, this just came out here. So yeah, very disappointing. Coconut barrel-aged stout, but tastes fine, just not at all what it should be. Okay, Ian says maple bacon stout. I think I tried that. Yeah, it was odd. Yeah, Rogue Brewing. We don't get a ton of Rogue stuff up here in my area. I don't know. Bumpy, do you get a lot of Rogue in New Hampshire?
We used to get more Rogue back in the day, but now mostly
It's like the dead ale
guy.
yeah, the dead
Ale.
guy. We get
What
some of
here.
their. We got the Santa Reserve. We got some of the kind of the standard stuff, but we used to get like the Shakespeare Stout, which was a great stout. We don't get that anymore.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much any of the good ones we don't get anymore. It's just all the crap that stays there forever, like whatever nights.
Yeah. As this warms up, it's not getting better. There's even less. Gosh. Ooh. All right. We'll go ahead and wrap up the show before I drop my rating. I am not
Are we
impressed.
going to do a quick show and tell? Does anybody have
Yeah,
anything
we'll
else
do a
to
quick.
show?
Yeah, shout out, show and tell. Miscellaneous, we'll start with you. You got any shout outs or show and tell or anything you want to talk about real quick?
Shout outs for me since I didn't do my my Thursday show.
Sorry about that. I offered to join over there, so I feel bad. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Maybe Saturday evening. I know it's Christmas Eve, but might do an open panel beer share Christmas Eve type thing. Maybe. I know John was talking about maybe a stout Sunday evening thing.
So this actually, I will be Christmas Eve. If you're doing something, I might be able to join that. But Sunday is completely out of the picture for me because I'm going to be at Kate's parents' house in Beverly, and I will not have any way to do any kind of show.
I'm not going to listen to anything you say anymore, John.
I know I'm full of shit. It's okay. I try. I used to try.
You're breaking my heart. Yeah,
Those
are the good days.
Don't breaking my heart.
Other than that, I'll give
quit your day job.
one more shout out. We'll give Beer Man a shout out. Tuesday's Beer and Cheese open table, and that'll be 8:00 Tuesday. And Wednesday, 6:00 Eastern will be I Like Your Style. It's an open table. I Like Your Style as well. So, which is good, This is typically a themed show, but he's leaving it up to you. Bring something of your liking to the table. So that's it for me. Cheers.
Nice. Ian, his show and tell is that he just opened a Founders Barrel Aged KBS Cinnamon Vanilla Cacao Stout. Very nice. They don't make those anymore, so that's got at least 1 year age to it. I think it was last year. They didn't make it again this year. They did come back out with the KBS Hazelnut and the Mackinac Fudge, but no more Cinnamon Vanilla Cacao. I guess that one didn't sell as well as the other ones. Anyway, okay, Michael, what do you got?
I assume this is new, and you can tell me if it's not. This is from New Belgium, and this is the Voodoo Ranger.
Oh, the Juice
Force IPA. Have you seen this?
It is.
Yeah.
It's newer, but it's not there. I mean, I would say within the last year, maybe.
Well, I guess I have not seen this one. The place I got this also had the regular Imperial Voodoo Ranger, and it had, this one is 9.5%. This is the highest one I've seen. And it's funny how in the store I buy this, all of them are $2.99 for a 19.2 ounce can.
Right. So I have a question for you that when you drink it, I want you to think about this and get back with me. But there's nothing on the label. If that's the one I'm thinking of, it's Juice Force. There's nothing that says what fruit or natural flavors are added or anything. I want you to tell me what fruit or what natural flavoring is in there and what fruit is it supposed to taste like, because I couldn't figure out if it was passion fruit or mango, or it's like one of those things. It's a familiar taste, but it's obviously not coming from the hops. It's obviously coming from some type of flavoring they put in there. But what the hell is it? That's what I want to know.
Okay.
The aromas of it. I'll tell you one thing, Michael. That beer smells amazing, and I don't think it follows suit with the notes. I got passion fruit all the way.
I wanted to say passion fruit, maybe a little guava, but there's no, it doesn't. tell you
It just says on the side natural flavor.
natural
Doesn't tell
flavor.
you
So
it is.
what I want to know what you think when you drink
Okay,
it.
I'll give it to you. When I go to buy stuff like this, I look at the alcohol. So if they're all the same and this is higher alcohol, I'm going to try the one with higher alcohol.
Right.
The other ones
Oh,
that
yeah.
are 7, the ones that are 7% are also $2.99. So why not go for the one that's
That's
9.5?
really one of the best deal. I can't talk to it. One of the best deals in high alcohol. Like you get the 19.2 stovepipe cans for less than $3, and they're like 8, 9, 9.5%. You know, they have a whole lineup. All the Voodoo Ranger, not all of them. Most of the Voodoo Ranger are like 7+. I think they have one called American Haze, which is like 6.5 or maybe 5.5. But most of their Voodoo Ranger stuff is higher alcohol. You get the big cans, and they're all like $3 or less for a can. When I was in Georgia, I could get them for $1.99 at the gas station for the 19.2 ounce cans. So, I mean, that's a great deal.
I've also noticed that the Lagunitas now, the prices have gone up. Lagunitas used to be really low priced.
I was very happy with. I bought this earlier.
Oh, that's a higher end Lagunitas.
And you know what it cost? This is a 12-ounce bottle. It was $3.75 for the bottle, which I thought was an excellent.
That's a good price.
So you could buy the whole 4-pack, which I think it was actually cheaper if you bought the 4-pack, but I had never tried it, so I bought a single. But if you bought the 4-pack, I think it was like $12.99, which is insane for this type of a beer.
But you remember when Lagunitas used to
I think that was the first beer I brought.
Now they're kind of like, they're not expensive, but they're mid-price now.
They're mid, yeah, and unfortunately, I don't see a lot of. Well, I was just talking to Bumpy, like I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, and I was telling him like, I'll pay you for the Lagunitas Willetized Stout. I've never seen it. I've been wanting to try it for years, and sure enough, I'm at the craft beer cellar. You know, like the next day, and I see it, and I'm like,
there it is.
Oh, there it is. As soon as I start talking about it, it makes an appearance. But anyway,
I've had that one. I like that one.
I love it. It blows. I mean, I was comparing it in my review to like the KBS because it's a coffee barrel aged stout. This one, I like it a lot better than KBS because the coffee is balanced with the other flavors in the beer, and you get the rye barrel really comes through. The barrel notes are popping. It doesn't say on the label how long they age it, but I mean it's got to be for a while because the barrel notes are outstanding with this beer. Anyway, that's my show and tell. There you go. Look on George Beer Reviews for the review of Willetized Stout from Lagunitas. And Bumpy also has a bottle. I guess he apparently.
I wish I had drank that tonight. I would have given it a much higher score.
Well, it's never. You can crack it open right now if you want. Who's stopping me?
Right.
Anyway,
numb my pain.
I got no shout outs other than, Stout Sunday when I can, but not this Sunday because it's Christmas Day. Go check out if Miscellaneous does an open panel, go check that out. What time would you do that? Like 8 o'clock, like at night?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I don't
what about
go check out Tanner. Tanner's doing a lot of good stuff.
John, on New Year's Day, would you have Stout Sunday, which is a week after?
Possibly New Year's Day because there's nothing going on New Year's Day, and then I'm off the following Monday, which I'm off Monday this upcoming weekend too. But I might. New Year's is a possibility, but Christmas weekend's going to be crazy because I'm going to be with Caitlin and her family up at their place probably the whole weekend. So, but yeah,
other than Miscellaneous, the three of us are in line for some cold weather coming tomorrow.
It's cold down here too.
At your forecast,
it's weird though because it's actually warming up overnight here. It's 30-something degrees now, but it's raining, and overnight it's going to warm up. So when I wake up tomorrow, it's going to be like 53 degrees.
Tomorrow night, though,
tomorrow night, 12 degrees tomorrow.
Here
night.
It's supposed to be 13. So
12 degrees here. So anyway, I wish it would just snow. If it's going to be this cold and miserable, I'd like a white Christmas because I've never had a white Christmas because I'm
No, it's going to rain instead, and it's going to freeze.
Right, and then everybody's going to have
ice is
drive
fun
on the
too.
black ice.
Ice is fun. Just don't drive in it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. Well, don't try to go down icy steps either.
Well, don't walk down icy.
Right. If you've ever seen Home Alone, you know not to go up and down stairs.
That's for sure.
with ice. Joe Pesci made that crystal clear. All right, so yeah, Bumpy, what do you got? Anything?
Yeah, I got still putting out my videos 3 times a week. The videos that I put out that are pre-recorded. So I do have a special Christmas video that will be out on Christmas. So if there's anybody that's actually at home or spending time with loved ones on Christmas, you can watch my video. Maybe while the kids are opening gifts, just enjoy it.
Put your headphones in while the kids are yelling and open their presents, and just listen to a nice.
It will be out 8 a.m. in the morning. I will be at work, so I just hope you all enjoy that.
I got to work too, Doug.
You can watch it while you work.
Very nice. All right. Well, I think that about does it. We've had some pretty amazing stouts tonight, and then 2, average, I guess. Although Bumpy's is a lot better. I would much rather have what he's having right now than this. I cannot recommend this just because there's no damn coconut. Anyway. All right. So thanks to everybody in the chat. We had Ian in the chat. He's from Pennsylvania, and he's saying that tomorrow, low teens tomorrow night for him. And Thrash just joined. He said the panel is very scary. Okay.
Woo!
Don't mess
We
with
are a scary panel.
But anyway, yeah, great chat tonight. Great comments. Great panel. Thanks everybody for showing up. I know it was last minute, but it wasn't as last minute as usual. I'm trying to give a couple hours of notice for anybody that wanted to join. So yeah, thanks to Miscellaneous, thanks to Michael Kormaroff, thanks to Bumpy Road Brews for joining tonight. Hope everybody has.
Thank you for your discretion, John. It's greatly appreciated.
Anytime. I do my best most of the time. Anyway, that'll do it for this barrel-aged anything examination. Almost all coconut beers tonight, except for the Biscotti, which is kind of interesting, just that we all just coincidentally brought coconut barrel-aged beers. But anyway, hope everybody has a great rest of your week and weekend, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that great stuff. Enjoy time with your family, your friends, and have a good one. And we'll see you right here all in the next live examination, which, we don't know exactly when that'll be, but soon. And until then, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
And
Cheers.
Ho, ho, ho. Cheers to beers.
Got a little left.
A little bit, yeah. That's 15.4%. Michael's going to have a great night. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody.